Hey everyone, welcome back, y'all. We are back to go ahead and try to work with our grocery money. We did not spend any money this week other than with grocery money. And also I'm going to be going ahead and putting together my penny challenge set that I went ahead and had my son create for me for just a little bit of a different view of the penny challenge that will shortly be going up in our shop as a print on demand. We will talk about what's going on with Jessica. We are home, thank God, and what's all going on. But I'll talk to you about that here in a minute. For those of you just here for what's going on with our cash stuffing, what we're going to do today is we're just going to get into, these are our monthly bills. We'll be reloading those this coming week because, y'all, it's about time to start paying bills again for the next month. So this is our groceries, and this is what we had left for groceries. Out of 400, we have 100, 150, 200, 201, 202, 203, and 204 for the rest of this month. Now, we did spend $73 just the previous week. So I'm going to take the 100 over and leave that here and remove the rest because it gives me 131. So we have 20. Oops, where's the other one? Am I missing one? I am missing one, y'all. Philip, come here, babe. What am I missing? I put this aside. Did I drop something? I have, what is this?
It's a
20 and a 10. Where's my one?
That's 100.
Oh, there's my one. Sorry. All right, y'all. 20, 30, 31, and this is 100. So $131 is what we have left for groceries. Y'all, my daughter has a list going downstairs of groceries that we're going to do. Because I was absent from the house, because Jesse was in the hospital, and because we had other things going on, a couple of our meals didn't get made from last week. So we used a lot of what I had in my prep still left, which, y'all, is not very much, because we're starting to restock our preps now. But they used some of our prep food, so we still have 3 additional meals that could have been made for last week that we didn't make to make for this week, if that makes any sense to y'all. So $131 is what we get left for groceries. We're going to come back here. I am not going to cash stuff sinking funds or savings challenge again this week. I am going to do it next week or maybe this weekend because we are running behind on them. Now, I do have $100 for trash right now. I need $106 by September. So let's go back in here to our stash drawer. Let's see what we have left for the rest of this month and where we're going to allocate it because, y'all, we are almost done with the month of July. We're getting ready to go into April. No, April. Oh, my God. August. August. We have 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, and 705. What I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to take the $5 because I need $6 still for trash for September because my bill in September is $106. So we currently have 100 in there. This will make 105, which means I will just need to come up with $1, and I will put that in at the beginning of August, and then trash will be taken care of for September. So let's go back here, and we are going to go into our sinking funds and our savings challenges. Our savings challenges only has 50 in it right now. Sinking funds has 300, and here's what we're going to do. We're going to do 100, 200, whoops, 300, 400, let's do 500, let's do 650. That gives me $50 for savings challenges. Sinking funds are a lot more important right now because savings challenges are more long-term. Sinking funds are something happens, I need to pull from it. Some of them are rotating every month. Things such as pets. If I got to get pet food, I'm going to pull it out of my pets, things of that nature. So we're going to put another 650 plus the 300 I have in here is $950. So we'll be cash stuffing this here shortly. And then savings challenge has 50, not very much, y'all, but we're putting another 50. Now, savings challenges is long term. Savings challenges is going to include my penny, nickel, dime, and quarter challenge, which is considered to me as my empty nester challenge because I have 3 teenagers still left in the house. Danya's 15, Jessica's 14, and Philip is 13. And once they leave the house, hopefully the empty nester challenge will be finished. It will net me over $27,000. So what am I going to do with that money? I don't know, y'all. Probably go on a vacation. Probably go on a vacation. So we went ahead and had that. That means My stash drawer is completely empty. Means no more spending at all for the rest of the month. It's all about savings and sinking funds, and it's been allocated. So I can start next month on refilling that binders, that bills binders, and all that. So here's the penny challenge that's going to be going up tonight. These are trackers, y'all. It's from 1 penny all the way through the 3.65 penny. Okay, so $3.65. So with that being said, I had my son do it in tracker form. This will be a print on demand on my shop today. We still have not gotten hardly anything put up in my shop, y'all. And I keep saying I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. And shit just keeps hitting the fan. Things are just happening left and right. So this is the penny challenge, and it's got all the trackers, and you can go and order. You will also get a secondary tracker set also in the print on demand. This one is the one that's filled out. We have another one that has 365 squares for you so that you can go ahead and fill out what you want. In case you want to do a different penny challenge, I've seen the penny challenge where you don't just add 1 penny to the previous day and just keep adding and adding and adding every single day. Different people do things differently with the penny challenge, and I've noticed that. So you'll also get a secondary set of trackers in that listing that will say blank penny challenge trackers. Okay, penny challenge trackers blank, something of that nature, but you're going to get 2 sets for the price of 1. So we're going to go ahead and do it this way. I have an acrylic unlockable piggy bank, y'all. A see-through acrylic unlockable piggy bank. You guys have seen it before. And that's what I'm going to use, my penny, nickel, diamond, quarter. I did have mason jars, and I still have them, but I feel the need that I need to lock the money up. So that's what we're going to do, and I'm going to go ahead and put these little trackers in here, and you can see there's 33 spots on each tracker, so we just went in order, and we just kept on going. This will net you 670, what was the penny challenge? 667.95. So $667.95, I believe, is the actual total. So with that being said, I also am going to re-put up my scratchable penny challenge tracker that puts it all into whole numbers where you save $668. So that will be going back up hopefully in the next day or so. Jessica is home. She is doing... Sorry, y'all. I got interrupted with CVS Pharmacy calling me. I should have put my Do Not Disturb on. So anyways, back to what I was saying. I'm getting these trackers in for my penny challenge. I'm also going to do this with the nickel, the dime, and the quarter as well. You can leave them as a full page and then just work through the pages, or you can cut the trackers down and do what I'm doing right here. So bottom line is, I took Jessica in this past week, the end of, I want to say it was Friday night. She came to me. She hadn't been feeling good in a couple of days, and she was very small amounts of vomiting was going on, and then she started to have a headache, and it just progressively got worse. And then I noticed she started slurring her speech. Now Jessica has a condition called hydrocephalitis, which is fluid on the brain, where her third ventricle in her brain enlarge and cannot release the fluid, and that usually what puts the pressure on the brain. And in past times before they were able to fix this condition, children would die at very, very young ages. Jessica's had 9 brain surgeries, and the shunt system wasn't working for her. They put a device in your brain, and it kind of acts like a pump. And what it does is it pumps the spinal fluid out. The rest of us, our spinal fluid just circulates on its own. But for a condition that Jessica has, hydrocephalitis, it doesn't do that. Oops, I got this in backwards, y'all. It doesn't do that. So the bottom line is, with Jessica, they had to convert it after the 9th brain surgery. They were like, enough's enough. This isn't working. Her hydrocephalitis is so severe that they literally had to convert it to an EVT, which is a different procedure. And y'all, for 7 years, knock on wood, she hadn't had anything wrong. Now, imagine having 9 brain surgeries in, oh, I put these all back in wrong, I think. Having 9 brain surgeries in a 7-year span. And the last 3 of those 9 brain surgeries was done when at the age of 7 within less than a 72-hour period, y'all. It was really, really bad. I mean, she was blowing shunt after shunt after shunt. In less than 3 days, she had gone through 3 brain surgeries. And that was when the head neurosurgeon at Children's Mercy tapped in and said, enough's enough. We're going to do this instead. So when we took her in on Friday, I just noticed I was going to put her to bed, and I was like, no, just kick it with me for the night. Just come chill in my room and let me just watch over her. And then I really noticed she was slurring her words, and I was like, okay, that's go time. That means get up and go. So I got Tori up, which is my 25-year-old. I said, let's go. We're heading out. Get us Children's Mercy. Something just doesn't feel right. So she knows what the game plan is when that happens. I was on the phone with Children's Mercy, and neurosurgery was going to be called in because they were on call, but they were not. And here's the last one, y'all. It only has 2 out of them left. Can you believe it? So anyways, I just wanted to show you what this penny challenge would look like in case you guys purchased it online on our shop. So with that being said, I called ahead of time. I got what they call red card back, which means I got there, I scanned my ID in and walked right into the ER, and the intake individual noticed that Jessica just was not well. And so she called for the nurse immediately to get her a wheelchair. We got her back, and within 5 minutes, we had a huge team of people in and out of the room that she was in, and she was brought down to the scanner across from the rooms, and they had a CT scan done, a CT scan with contrast done, and then they called the entire neuro team and neurosurgery team in. So neurology and neurosurgery came in, all 3 came in from that department, and long story short, we ended up with an MRI, an echocardiogram, an EKG, an EEG, you just name it. They were flooding her with tests, blood tests, you name it. Her heart rate was down in the 40s. Her blood pressure was through the roof, and we just couldn't figure out what's going on. Come to find out, she had a mini stroke, which floors us because Jessica's 14 years old. She is in impeccable health otherwise. She hadn't been sick but once in 7 years since she had all those brain surgeries. She had only been sick once in 7 years. This child has never caught COVID. She's never caught any. She's only had 1 cold in the last 7 years. And so we don't know what caused it. We don't know if anything's going to happen from this because she had numbness in her right arm, her left leg. When they were doing her testing, y'all, she couldn't tell you what month it was. She couldn't tell you her birthday. She could only tell you what her name was. I mean, she was failing every neurological test known to man. And so they wanted to keep her for observation and all this testing. Well, thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars later, thank God I have insurance on her, and full coverage insurance at that. They came back with, it was a massive migraine that set off a stroke. And was like, oh my God. So, needless to say, she is home. She's doing much better. It's going to be a slow progress getting back on her feet. We are making appointments with neurology and neurosurgery as a follow-up appointments because she's been with them since she was born. Jessica's an ex-26 weeker who was pound 14 at birth. And, she's beat the odds, luckily, but she started having brain surgeries at 2 weeks old and weighing less than 2 pounds. So it's been a very long haul. We've been with Children's Mercy forever and a day since her birth. She and my other daughter, Jersey, they're identical twins, were born at Madigan Army Medical Center up in Fort Lewis, Washington, where we were stationed. So, a lot of things have gone on with Jessica, and when things like this happen, it is literally a touch and go. I mean, I was dressed and out this door literally within 5 minutes. Like, we weren't playing games. So Jessica's condition of hydrocephalitis is a touch and go situation. It always will be that way. Children and adults with hydrocephalitis can thrive. They can survive. They can do all the things. There are some limitations for her. She can't get hit in the head, no hard contact sports, anything of that nature. But that's what was going on. So I do appreciate everybody's sweet comments and concerns about her, because really we had no idea what we were getting ourselves into. Neurology and neurosurgery were scratching their heads as well, because she deteriorated really fast in the ER, and it was definitely had to be that she had to be there for observation purposes and getting test results. So I will keep everybody updated on her condition. Again, she's doing well. She's trying to get back to eating a little bit more, and she's walking around, but she still has some numbness, and there'll be some times where she's not answering questions and she's kind of staring off in space a little bit, but she is coming back. She's going to be okay. So knock on wood that this doesn't happen again, because I don't know anybody who's had a stroke at the age of 14. Now, it wasn't a full-fledged stroke. It was a mini stroke, but it was brought on by migraines, which concerns me because I have massive migraines and I deal with them all the time. But my 15-year-old daughter, Danya, also has migraines. So, and she's been on migraine medication for years. Apparently, this can be genetically linked. Migraines can be genetically linked, but neither Danya or I have ever had a migraine so bad that we had this happen to us. And with Jessica's neurological issues anyways, and her own severe condition of hydrocephalitis, that just complicates things that much more. So that is what we have for you today. This is the penny challenge again. We're going to be doing the nickel, the dime, and the quarter challenge this way as well. You can either choose to put it into these trackers like we did, or you can leave the pages full and just kind of use it as a tracker system. And they will all be coming with the blank trackers as well, so that you can maybe just write your own numbers in if you want to. So Jessica's fine. We're just working on her health. I'm getting caught up. I'm way behind on everything. I've been way behind for a long time now, but I'm even more behind. So with that being said, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, always remember to throw them down at me in the comment section. Oh my gosh, I'm tripping over words already. The comment section. I will definitely answer any and all questions you guys have in that, even if it's related to Jessica. If you have any questions, feel free to ask, because something like that is a scary situation, and Lord have mercy, we hope it doesn't happen again. All right, y'all. Catch you in the next video. Until then, Without Limits is out.